Football League. And we'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Aviators and the Eagles on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So here come the Eagles, the defending NFC champs, led out by a man who was the runner-up to Patrick Mahomes at MVP balloting a season ago. Of course, that's Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6. The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. On the return is Williams. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Off play action, Fields.
And he's had such a sense.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 40 yards. And the Aviators put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. Here, if anything.
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. 2nd down and 8. That one caught out wide by Julio. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. When you look at this defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game is sky high.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Aiden Hutchinson in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to win Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Aviators have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now Hurts on the option right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. 15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Hurts. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy, but you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Trying the left side with Walker. 20, 5, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Ken Walker with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Aviators are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Eagles offense making their way back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Micah Parsons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Myles Garrett able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention he deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But then
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown! That'll go down as a 92-yard punt return score. And the Aviators are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Let's just call that play what it was. Bold, dashing, daring, and a big-time return for a touchdown.
Fielding a punt inside the 10. Most coaches, they frown upon that, don't they?
They really do. I do know some special teams coaches who say, okay, I'll let you go back to about the 8, and you're right in that gray area, and he made that play work in a massive way.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Steps away to his left. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the cue.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. It's taken to the 26. And he's loose again. And this results in 6. Touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Aviators have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They will run straight ahead with Swift. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. So we've reached half. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Pushing his way through. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he stopped immediately there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, his 2nd sack of the night. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Looking deep here for Chase.
And this is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Aviators have taken a extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Hurts fumbles it.
It's going the other way. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Fields. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
Pass interference. Defense.
They frustrated these receivers tonight, really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage, and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I just wonder if before that last play, if someone on the defense stepped in the huddle and said, we've been run over, run around, run through all game long. Can we come up with one stop right here? And on that play, they did.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Aviators have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Eagles coming out as they get ready.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Micah Parsons
bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. Escapes the defender. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
Tokyo set to go on offense once again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Fields.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 43 yards.
And the Aviators get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Hassan Reddick, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a...
yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, son.
2nd and 20. On the give, it's Walker.
A strong running. And down he'll go at the 25.
87 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
Here we go.
Third down tonight. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They run again with Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Ken Walker
halfway to 100 now with career
to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons.
Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Myles Garrett, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Williams to return. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Go.
A play fake. Now Fields to throw. That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now Fields.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
And out now come the Eagles.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film set. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Back to throw, Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Running right, here's Walker.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
3rd and 2, Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gets...
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The extra point try now from Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think of this behind us and get better for the next time out. This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Back to throw here.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded just inside the 20. And there he goes again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add.